Hey, what's up everyone, Roshan here and back again with another Clash Royale episode. And today the heal spell event is hot and people are trying their best to get their hands on. I must say it's too hard to get the 12 wins, but yeah, you can unlock the card at 6 wins. So I tried this with my second account today and I'm using the Android device here. So sorry guys, I was not able to find a decent app to record live gameplay, so I had to go ahead and finish up the battle. And yes, I made it up to 12 wins with just 2 losses. So I'm gonna show you my best 2 battles, which was really close one, and also share some interesting tips for you guys if you haven't unlocked the heal spell yet. So let's go ahead and check it out. So obviously this challenge is based on draft style, so it's 50% of your luck depending on what cards you get from your opponent. And when it comes to draft style, the first thing I always recommend not to go with the high elixir troops, because your opponent will definitely give some high elixir troops for sure. But in this case here I chose the fire wizard because he is damn good for 5 elixir with splash damage. And he also targets both ground and air. So the key point here is to get the win condition instead of rushing to 2 or 3 crowns, because obviously you need to win this battle to progress for the next round. So in that case I took the princess because she is good to do some chip damage, like 1 or 2 times if you're lucky enough. And the same applies to the dark goblin, and he's extremely fast. So this kind of combination helps me to cycle fast and do some quick damage to his tower and also counter your opponent. Now surprisingly he gave me the goblin barrel and the skeletons, and both are low cost elixir. But yeah, he picked up the heal spell to use it on his P.E.K.K.A. So if you see on his deck, he got the witch, which cost 5 elixir, the P.E.K.K.A. for 7 and the lightning for 6. That's a tough one to cycle through, because you can see that when he dropped the P.E.K.K.A, he didn't have any small troops except the Heist Wizard, so he was waiting for the elixir to drop the witch. So that moment I dropped my giant skeleton to buy some time and the wizard to take down the P.E.K.K.A. And then you can see the wizard was doing a pretty good splash damage by also killing those small skeletons. And I don't really think the heal spell was that effective here, because it only lasted like 2 or 3 seconds maybe. But I saw the heal spell with the elite barbarians earlier. That was quite terrifying due to their fast attack. So yeah, and here we have the princess and the dark goblin, and you can see now why I chose the dark goblin. He made a pretty good small chip damage, and further using my goblin barrel to reduce his tower health and even more, and now his tower's health is at 318. So, and now I'm using the musketeer to take down the mega minion, and this musketeer will also help me to do at least 1 shot at the tower, because I knew that his troops were pretty heavy and he might not ready to drop the big P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, he used the crying emoji there because it's a one-time free entry challenge, you know, and he might be on his last chance or something like that. So now he started pushing on the left side with the witch and the P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, I used the poison there and the giant skeleton to buy some time for my wizard here. And this time I think the heal spell was not bad actually, but it's very short in time to refill your health. And in case if you have given a choice between the heal spell or arrows or zap, I would definitely not recommend to go with the heal spell, because obviously we are trying to get a win condition here, and the only way to do that is to try to get as much offensive as possible. And I would definitely try to get the arrows for 3 elixir, because that gives a guaranteed damage on troops and buildings. And yeah, and watch this amazing moment here. He dropped his arrows on my tower and that leaves just 3 HP, and we have less than 10 seconds to finish the battle here. That was really close, and I was so excited and dropping troops like crazy to stop him as much as possible. And finally I made it there, and that was a really close one. And the moment I saw the arrows coming through and left me with the 3 HP, I was literally at the edge of my seat here because that was the first close battle I have ever played on challenges. So this is the first time that happened to me, and yeah, that's a good game there. And in the final 12th battle, I had only one chance left, so I picked up one and only the legendary Sparky. And I must say that it's an amazing battle, and you guys have to see that the opponent got quite nervous with my Sparky there, and I also picked up the Dark Goblin again, and the Ice Golem for my Sparky, and the Goblin Gang for support. So it's a pretty decent deck here, and here comes the Witch on the right side. So I dropped my Dark Goblin on the left side because I don't know what other cards he got. So I don't want him to come up with a huge push on the right side, you know. So here I used the Ice Golem instead of the Log. And yeah, on the right side, using my Goblin Gang to take down the Witch. And yep, I gave him the Ice Wizard. And I also think he's holding the Heal spell, which is pretty good for me because, like I said before, I don't recommend trying the new card in this challenge without knowing its power. So it's better to pick an offensive card for a win condition instead of choosing the heal spell, because you have 4 card slots to pick, so choose them wisely. And let me tell you some cards that you shouldn't miss so that it could help you guys to progress a bit further. So the first one will be obviously the Wizard. He's too good in challenges with splash damage. The Fire Wizard, not the Ice Wizard, the Fire Wizard, so keep that in mind. And the second one will be the Valkyrie. She's good in taking down the elite barbarians, the Witch, or the Executioner, so yeah. And the third one is the Dark Goblin for the fast chip damage and for the low elixir cost. So for 3 elixir, he does a pretty good job. And for the last, the Fire Spirits, for 2 elixir, they can help you to take down the Baby Dragon or the Balloon pretty fast, even though if they are inside the heal spell. So if you get to pick any one of these guys, don't miss them. Those are the 4 cards that helped me 80% in this challenge. And you can also expect people dropping heavy troops far back to gain elixir. And the most common mistake everyone does here is trying to push on the same side. I would not recommend doing that. Instead, I would try to push it on the opposite side, so that will force the opponent to split his elixir instead of coming up with a big push on one side. So here you can see the battle is really tough, and my opponent is dropping everything he got to stop the Sparky, and that's what I wanted. And now you can see I dropped my Valkyrie right on top of the Witch to slice them all for just 4 elixir. And you can also notice the Fire Spirits and the Dark Goblin taking down the Baby Dragon, which was inside the heal spell. And it's a big Goblin party on his side, and there we go, we got his tower. And he used all his elixir on dropping the Witch, which is pretty bad move there, but yeah, he don't have any other choice. So yeah, that was my final battle at 12 successful wins with 2 losses. And I came up from 9 wins to 12 wins with just a single chance, and that was a flawless victory. Good game there. So now let's go have a look at the rewards. And sorry about the screenshot, guys, this is my first time on Android device, so please excuse me for that. If you know any decent application to record the Android from your Mac, please do let me know in the comments down below. So here I got the first 10 cards at 6 wins, which officially unlocked the heal spell. And from there I went to 8 wins that gave me a giant chest with all these amazing rewards of more than 200 archers. But I was expecting some heal spells in this chest, but yeah, no problem. And at 10 wins I got the 25,000 gold coins, which will help me to upgrade the card to level 6. And finally at 12 wins, here it is guys, the 100 heal spell cards. That's amazing. And before upgrading the card, we have another reward chest here for the challenge, which contains 5 epics and 55 rares, and they gave me 260 ice spirits. And yeah, I love the hog riders. That's gonna help me to upgrade my hog rider to next level. That's sweet. So yeah, this heal spell event is really tough one because of its draft style card selection. but you have control to choose 4 cards, so try to keep them cost effective and always make sure to have a troop that targets the both air and ground, like the wizard or the musketeer. And if you lose, don't worry guys, I lost 2 chances out of 3 because in one of the battle my opponent gave me 3 spells and 1 elixir collector. That was ridiculous. So if you haven't unlocked this card yet, I wish you all the best, and if you have already unlocked it, then congratulations, and let me know how this card works for you, and also let me know your thoughts about this card. And I can't really wait to try this heal spell, so I will see you guys on my next video with a live battle. So that's it for this video guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like button. It only takes you 3 seconds to do that. So I will see you guys on my next video. Until then, this is Roshan signing off, and you have a wonderful day. Cheers.